Well, you know, the Consumer Electronics Show, it's supposed to be here in Las Vegas right now with hundreds of thousands of people, but it is virtual this year. CES has to go online because of the pandemic, but that doesn't mean we can't talk about gadgets. And here to talk about some of the things on display this year, Danielle Cassignol joining us live to talk about what is going to be in our future, in the present, in the future. Danielle, good morning to you.
Good morning. We miss you all in Vegas this week.
All right, so let's talk about some of the things on the horizon here, tech-wise, that we're going to be seeing today.
Yeah, so obviously the pandemic impacted how CES is showing up this week digitally, all online, kind of a reimagined experience. And that impact is showing up in the tech we're seeing and the announcements also. Digital health has been a growing part of the show over the past few years, and this year it's really front and center. We've seen robots from Samsung and LG that focus on disinfection and sanitization and home robots. And I have a few products here that are related as well, like this AirPoint device that you can use your own device so you don't have to touch others to touchlessly navigate, whether you're a teacher or a presenter, and having that ability to have your own device. So we're seeing a lot of touchless devices and technology in that area. And then this device is the Bio Button. This small, flexible wearable that sticks on your left chest like a sticker was created with COVID in mind from BioIntelliSense. And this has a continuous respiratory rate, heart rate, and temperature monitoring. So you can have an early onset diagnosis or ability to identify those COVID symptoms early.
So it seems like wearable technology, in addition to the idea of health, it's kind of a quick pivot to some extent, I would imagine, for the tech industry. Yesterday we saw some TVs and computer screens, but I imagine in the tech industry there's been a big effort to sort of pivot towards health because there's so much focus on it now during the pandemic.
Right. It really accelerated a lot of the progress that was happening towards things like telehealth and remote patient monitoring this year. So while you may have been forced to do more regular checkups via computer or telehealth with your doctor, there's also been a surge for those home options also, like this one from Omron Healthcare, which is a whole kit. I just have the blood pressure monitor here, but this, you have the ability to update on chronic conditions like hypertension, be able to communicate those results with your doctor virtually, so you don't have to come in unless necessary, and it's sort of add on to that patient care experience. And that trend has been accelerated with the inability to, or disinterest in going into the doctor's office this year and last year.
So I'm wondering how soon we talk about how CES is always, you know, the future. How long before maybe the things you have there are the present, things that we could see in the public, you know, within the next couple months or maybe the next year?
Yeah, these I've showed are announced this week and will be available now or coming up soon. There's also, you know, part of the beauty of CES is sort of those future concepts that may or may not come to fruition, but paint us a picture of the future. I'm thinking of, in the car space, beautifully designed screens and in-car experience from Mercedes. The TVs are getting bigger and better and really large, like 100+ screens are becoming available. So that will, you know, start to trickle down to the consumer awareness soon.
Very cool. We're all looking forward to the future. Danielle, thank you very much for coming in. We can't wait to see you back in Las Vegas next year. Appreciate the time.